What up, kaiju friends and fans? Bill back. Let's do another video here. This is the Bandai Enshrined Monster Series SpaceGodzilla. And I have version A there. There's two versions. The biggest part I've seen as far as the difference in versions there was the crystals are greenish. And this one, the one I've got, is the purple at the base, no green. It's the biggest difference I see in the two, basically. Alright, we'll move on to start the show. The Bandai Enshrined Monster Series SpaceGodzilla. Right, y'all, I'm back. Here he is. Bandai Enshrined Monster Series SpaceGodzilla. This is probably small lines. I mean, the D for reals I love. This is probably my second favorite small line now. And they've really been starting to kick them out too. There's more coming down the road later in the year, I think. They're really cool little figures, man. They don't cost a lot of money and they're pretty cute. As you can see, his little tail goes down, curves up to his right. Got the little crystals on the end of the tail there. Crystals on the back, of course. The skin looks decent for a little $30 figure. Hand, claws, toenails there. Shoulder spikes, the pink at the base. Eyes are orange with a black pupil there. Star in the head yellow. Mouth, teeth. Midsection's purple. That's like the base of the crystals. Same color. We'll measure him up real quick too. I forgot to do that. I meant to do that. Been meaning to measure everything. Sometimes I forget. Let's see. 4 3/4 almost, 7/8 to the tip of that star. What about 4 inches wide? Yeah, 4 inches wide. Depth probably 4 inches as well. Not very big figures, as I said. They're not real big, but they're really cool, and they're about 30 bucks roughly. Pretty neat for what they are. Alright, let's do some comparisons. We'll do that now. Right, y'all, here's the Enshrined Monster Series Showa King Ghidorah. Alright, let's do a couple more. We'll do that now. Right, y'all, here's the 65 Godzilla. Doing the shy dance, kind of. She dance, however you say that. That's Enshrined Monster Series as well. It came out a few months ago. Alright, one final comparison. We'll do that now. Alright, y'all, here's my 30 centimeter X Plus post, or 25 centimeter I should say, the Kaiju Series SpaceGodzilla poster color version. Alright, we'll move on to some final thoughts. Let's do that now. Alright, y'all. Bandai Enshrined Monster Series SpaceGodzilla. Pretty cool figure. Love this little line. Never figured I'd love it as much as I do, to be honest. It's next to the D for reals, the most of the littler lines I've got as far as lines of collectibles. These are probably second. Alright, I'll close out this video. I want to thank everyone who tunes in. This is Phil the Kaiju King. Y'all have a blessed day. We'll talk again soon.